Hey guys, welcome back to T's Tech Reviews. And if you haven't been to this channel yet, we do everything tech. We are reviewing the iPad 7.
This is the seventh generation
iPad released by Apple back in September 25th, 2019. It features a 10.2-inch display, very big in the hands, but it's also slim. Alright guys, as you can see here, we have a nice big aluminum frame, flat back. It is a stylish design, especially for 2019. It definitely feels sturdy. Come down the side here, we have that beautiful Apple logo. Up here you have your volume rockers up and down. You have your 8 megapixel rear camera. Above that you have your power button right here. It is responsive. And then you come around the sides here. It's a nice curvy design. 3.5 millimeter jack at the top. You got one of your microphones right here in the middle. A few tips and tricks. I wanted to talk about the Apple Pencil. I do not have the Apple Pencil 1 with me today, but this iPad does support Apple Pencil 1. And pretty much it is a tool that Apple came out with that you can literally, like it says in the name, write like a pencil. Just how when you make pressure on a paper with a pencil, the lead and the line gets thicker, you can do the same thing with the iPad with Apple Pencil 1. Another cool trick about this is right here. So this is a Smart Connect feature for keyboards. So if you have a smart keyboard, you simply just put your keyboard up here next to these three dots and boom, instantly can type. All right, battery. This is like one of the biggest batteries I have seen in a device yet. This is me personally. This has a 8,827 milliamp battery. If you saw the last video, it was a 5,000 milliamp battery, and that's a pretty big battery for a device. But that was for a phone. But for a tablet, biggest battery I've ever seen. This takes about 5.6, pretty much 6 hours to charge from 0 to 100. If you are using the 10-watt charger, and you'll be seeing that's the lightning cable. If you have the 20-watt charger, it will charge a little bit faster, but keep in mind this is a huge battery. You have about 10 hours of streaming on the web, scrolling through YouTube, going on your social media apps. So it is a big battery. It's great for road trips. Cons, like I said, takes a little longer to charge, but that's a big battery. Operating system. So originally when this iPad came out, it was launched with iPad OS 13.1. And you can currently get the iPad OS version of 17.3.1. So the system chip that this device uses is a Apple A10 with a M10 Motion coprocessor, a CPU of 2.3 gigahertz quad core, so it's decent for its time back in 2019. Memory is 3 gigabytes of RAM, and internal storage you can get this in from 32 gigabytes to 128 gigabytes. This is the 128 gigabyte model, which is plenty of storage, especially for the average person. Next is the camera. So first I want to talk about the selfie camera. On this iPad, you get a 1.2 megapixel camera. Let's just be honest, it's not that big, but for everyday pictures, it's not bad either. You know, it can take some cool selfie pictures. It's nothing like the iPad Pro, which is a 12 megapixel camera, but this came out in 2019. Still good for a selfie camera, in my opinion. Rear camera. This is a 8 megapixel camera, so we have a little bit better megapixels for the rear. Still, if we're comparing it to 2024 today, like, yeah, the cameras now are a lot better, but that's just how time is and that's how it goes. But for 2019, I do think it is a fairly decent camera. It's not terrible, but it's not the most spectacular lens either.
Just wanted to show you guys this HDR filming on the iPad 7th generation. So that way you can just hear how the mic sounds and how you're filming on the camera alone. It's an 8 megapixel camera for iPad, you know, not bad.
And in case anybody just wanted to know, no iPad being released from Apple supports wireless charging, including this one. Just wanted to point that out. Also, back in 2019, I feel like this is when Apple really started to shine in the multitasking part of tech. And as you can see here, this split screen is awesome. You could be checking one thing on this app, and on the other, you could be checking out videos, and it's perfect. So I thought I'd point that out. Also, guys, want to give a big shout out to Ivory Cake Bakery for sponsoring this video today. They make amazing sweets and treats like this delicious macaroon. I will be leaving their link in the description. If you're local to Utah, go check them out.
Alright guys, so as you can see, we have this 10.2 inch display, nice bezels. We even have the home button still. I'm glad that Apple kept that. Wish they had it in their newer iPads. Very smooth, interactive display. Gaming is a whole nother monster when you have this iPad 7. In my opinion, I even connected the PlayStation 4 controller to it, ran a little bit of Call of Duty Mobile, and it's very responsive. It's not as snappy as a console, but very quick. It's quicker than a phone, that's for sure. Depending on the phone, but most phones, yeah. And then simple games, you know, like Fruit Ninja. Nice and sleek. Nice colors, as you see on Subway Surfers, just saturated. Really nice, really nice. Good display.
Alright guys, so that is the iPad 7. 7th generation, came out in 2019. Honestly, I like it. I like it a lot. It still keeps up with the competition. It's not a 12.4 inch screen like the Pros, but if you're looking for something on a budget, $188 can get you a 10.2 inch screen. And that's perfect for watching movies and taking simple pictures. I would recommend getting a case. And yeah. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. And don't forget to like and subscribe. You already know, my name's Tyren, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. The outro where this happens. That's why it must. So, this is the Samsung.
Look at that smooth music in the background.